Ascendant number 1 for Aries ascendant. Saturn and Jupiter are in the 10th house in the Karma Bhav. Jupiter is the 9th lord and the 12th lord. Saturn is the 10th and the 11th lord. But just by this placement, you cannot understand much. You need to understand where is the ascendant lord. For you, the ascendant lord is in the 7th house, and this Mars is aspecting Saturn. I've already made a video on Mars and Saturn mutual exalted aspect. The link is in the description box, so do check that video after watching this video, which will give you a better understanding. But when the Dharma planet Jupiter and the Karma planet Shani are in the Karma house of the 10th house of Capricorn, definitely it is a time where you are much more humble. You want to learn more about your career. Career is livelihood. It can be anything. Even if for a businessman, if he is earning from his business, actually 7th house shows business, but 10th house is the career. Business can be a career. So the way you earn your livelihood is seen from the 10th house. The status, the reputation is seen from the 10th house. And for you, what public has to say, what spouse has to say about your career, about your livelihood, how you approach in your office, in your work is going to be extremely important till 21st of November. Yes, Jupiter is debilitated, but it is also in Neej Bhanga, although Jupiter is in Dhanishta Nakshatra. So what does it mean? It means that you should be very careful about what you can lose rather than what you can gain. Why? Because first of all, 11th lord is also 12th from itself. 12th lord is 11th from itself, which is actually aggravating the 12th house energies through 10th house. So it can be a risk in your career. And if you just don't follow the right path, if you don't follow the dharma, if you don't do your karma the way you should do, you won't be able to protect. Yes, Mars in the 7th house will seek protection by the 4th aspect to this. That means you will get help. Somebody will come to your rescue. But you should also understand that it cannot go on forever. So right now, if you have any kind of problem in your career, you should watch out for. While traveling, especially any business related trip which is possible in this time frame, or any personal travel, you should be slightly careful. See, Saturn is more about restrictive energy, and Jupiter in Capricorn is more about boasting what he has learned, because it is in Dhanishta Nakshatra. When Jupiter goes into Aquarius, whatever he has learned in the Capricorn, he will try to radiate and share with the public. He will be more about as a preacher. But in Capricorn, Jupiter is more as a learner. Jupiter is more as an obedient student to the divine. So you have to be an obedient student. 10th house Saturn and Jupiterian energies are definitely going to impact 4th house in a great way, because they both directly aspect the 4th house. And 4th house is basically the house of exaltation of Jupiter. So definitely this means that you have to leave comfort zone to build your career, build your livelihood, and the question of reputation can be on the cards. So you have to be very careful about your reputation, but don't be obsessed about it. If you do your work the way it should be done, if you're following a copybook approach, and if you're not too much insecure because of the Rahu in the 2nd house, and if you keep your words in check, and if you keep your emotions under control and you invest carefully, you will see that this strong Jupiter-Saturn double transit in the 10th house will give and will lay a very strong foundation for a bright future ahead.